Today we are going to talk about what is a sentence, what are the parts of a sentence, what is the functional and formal labeling of a sentence, what is subject and predicate, what is the difference between the two, and how to analyze a sentence. And I am sure that after watching this video, you will be able to construct sentences, simple sentences with accuracy. The structure of a simple sentence is subject plus verb. Bird flies, birds fly, I play, you go, they talk. So subject plus verb, it is the first structure of a sentence which is called a simple sentence. In a simple sentence there is one subject and one verb. Let us start the lesson. So here you can see the definition of a sentence. Sentence is basically a group of words, and these words give you complete meaning. For example, if I say play, so play as a verb has no meaning. But if I add subject, I play, we play, they play, so at least it gives the basic meaning that who is the doer of the activity. So subject is basically the doer, and verb is the action. It shows the status of activity and the kind of activity. So we can say that sentence is a group of words which give meaning. If somebody listens or somebody reads, so the reader and the listener can understand what you want to say. Parts of a sentence. So basically, we divide sentence into two main parts. Here we are talking about two main parts. The first part is called the subject. The remaining part is called predicate. So predicate can have one word, that it can have verb, it can have object, it can have adjective, it can have adverb, it can have complement. Now, the words like adverb, adjective, preposition, these are called functional labeling of a sentence. Whereas when we talk about the subject and the verb and the object, this is called formal labeling of a sentence. We are going to talk about the difference between the formal labeling and the functional labeling after some time. Now here in the first sentence you can see the labeling has been done. The parts of the sentence, subject and predicate. Birds fly. So what is bird? It is bird is subject. Fly is the predicate. Birds fly in the sky. Now birds is the subject. Fly in the sky, it is the predicate. Later we will talk about these elements which are given in the predicate. But at the moment, just understand that the two main parts of a sentence are called subject and predicate. Shahid is a doctor. So Shahid is the subject, it is the noun, is a doctor, it is the predicate. Nadeem is tall. So Nadeem is the subject, is tall is the predicate. So predicate means all the elements of a sentence which do not include subject. Sabiha is in the library. So what is Sabiha? Subject is in the library. Now these four words, they are called predicate. The dog chased the rat. Now here we see that article the has been added to the noun dog, the dog. So subject can be one word, subject can be two words, subject can be three words. And in that case, when subject or noun has more than one element, it is called noun phrase. What is phrase? Phrase is a combination of two or three words which cannot give stand-alone meaning. It only gives meaning when it is placed in a sentence. So the dog itself makes no sense. Likewise, chase the rat makes no sense. So chase the rat is the predicate. The dog chase the rat. So here the dog is the subject and chase the rat is the predicate. The old man told us a story. The old man, three words, subject, because man is the subject. The old, these are qualifying, these are adding to the meaning of the noun man. Told us a story is predicate. The committee elected him the treasurer. The committee is the subject, elected him the treasurer is the predicate. Remember that written, what is written in the bold red, NP. NP stands for noun phrase. So what is noun phrase? Noun phrase is two or three words which serve as a subject. Examples we are going to see in the next slide. Birds, one word is noun. Fly, verb, we can also call it main verb. And in short, we can write it MV. Again, birds fly in the sky. So birds here is the subject. Fly in the sky. What is fly? It is the verb. Like here we have seen, this is the only verb in this part in the predicate. So that's why it is called main verb. In the sky. Now in the sky is a phrase. Here in is the starting word, head word, which is showing the location of the birds. So it is called preposition. So the words which are adding to the meaning of preposition, they are called prepositional phrase. That means that predicate can have verb and it can have a prepositional phrase as well. Shahid is a doctor. So Shahid is a noun, is the verb, main verb. A doctor. A doctor is called complement. According to the parts of a sentence where we have subject, verb, object, and complement. So what is doctor? Doctor is the profession of Shahid. It is adding to the meaning of that. And another mark of identification of a noun. Noun is a name. And we can add preposition. We can add article A, indefinite article A before a noun as well. It generalizes it. A doctor means any kind of doctor. He can be a surgeon, he can be a neurosurgeon, he can be a dentist, he can be a medical specialist, whatsoever. Nadeem is tall. So Nadeem is the noun, it is the subject, is tall. So what is? It is the verb, main verb, tall is the adjective because it is adding to the meaning of Nadeem. So predicate can have verb, it can have adjective, it can have complement, it can have prepositional phrase. Similarly, Sabiha is in the library. So Sabiha is the noun, is in the library. So again, just like in the sky, you have already seen it. So in the library is a prepositional phrase. The dog chased a rat. The dog, two words, so it will be called a noun phrase and acting as a subject. Chased a rat. So chase is the main verb, a rat is the noun phrase. We can also call it object. So we can analyze a sentence according to the functional label and we can analyze a sentence according to its formal label. So the coming slide will further clarify it. The old man, again three words. The head word is man, which is a noun, so it will be called a noun phrase. And a subject, the old man told us a story. So what is told? Told is the verb, it is the main verb, us a story. So what is us? It is the object, us, a story. It can be a complement, it is a noun phrase as well. The committee elected him the treasurer. So what is committee? The committee, there are two words, so it will be called noun phrase. Elected is the main verb, him is the object, the treasurer is a complement according to the parts of a sentence. So here you can see that a predicate can have verb or the verb is followed by many other elements. So one thing you should make it clear that subject has only nouns, doer of the action. It can be one word, it can be two words, it can be three words. The rest of the sentence is called predicate. Predicate can have one word, it can have two words, that is one main verb and the preposition phrase. It can have verb and the complement. It can have verb and the adjective. It can have verb and the preposition phrase. It can have verb and a noun phrase. It can have verb and object and a complement. It can have verb and the object and the complement. So I hope that this activity might have made it clear that what is the difference between a subject and a predicate. Now it is very basic level information. The problem is that we do not give so much attention to the basic level information, and then we go out of practice, and later at a later stage when we try to write, we confuse word order and things become quite confusing. Now here is an activity. In this activity you have to identify the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. So here we have to only find out two things. One is the subject and the other is the predicate. We are not going for the all the elements of a sentence which are given in a predicate. Her younger brother is a famous doctor. The finance minister has given us tax concessions. Shahida runs very fast. The food smells good. All the old teachers are unhappy. Her teachers consider her intelligent. Kaleem is sitting in the corner. The board's decision has made us happy. The university has framed a new rule. The old students have gone out for dinner. Now, can you identify what is the subject here and what is the predicate? Yes, it's very simple now because we know that subject is the doer of the action. Now we see her younger brother is subject. It has three main words. The ending word brother is a noun. It will be called noun phrase. Is a famous doctor. What is a famous doctor? It is a predicate. The finance minister is the subject. Has given us tax concessions is a predicate. Shahida, subject. Runs very fast, predicate. The food, subject. Smells good is the predicate. All the teachers, subject, are unhappy, predicate. Her teachers, subject, consider her intelligent, predicate. Kaleem, subject, is sitting in the corner, predicate. The board's decision has made us happy. So the board's decision is the subject, has made us happy, predicate. The university, subject, has framed a new rule, predicate. I think that by this time you might have got a very clear idea about the difference between a subject and a predicate. Now, sometimes we are confused that whether the elements of sentence they are noun or noun phrase or adjective or adverb, or they are subject and verbal or object or complement. So let's make it very clear that we can analyze a sentence, a simple sentence, in two ways. Either we can call them, label their elements through formal categories, that is noun, and if a noun has two words like the old man, that will be called noun phrase. Verb, we all know adjective is the quality, adverb, the word which adds to the meaning of a verb, or a prepositional phrase like in the library, in the sky, on the table, etc. As far as the functional labeling of a sentence is concerned, so there is a subject, then there is a verbal, and then the object, and then the complement or the adverbial. So these are the functional label of a sentence, and we are going to see it further. Now here, there is a sentence, Aslam met Sohail in the office. Aslam met Sohail in the office. Now, according to the formal categories, we have to analyze it according to noun, noun phrase, verb, adjective, and according to the functional label, we have to analyze the sentence as per the subject and the verbal and the object and complement or adverbial. So let's see. Aslam met Sohail in the office. So here, Aslam, according to the formal categories first. Again, here formal are all these categories and functional are these labels. Aslam is the name. So name is called noun, and we can write it noun phrase, no issue. Met is the verb. Sohail is the noun, or we can call it noun phrase. In the office, head word is in. It is called a prepositional phrase. So when we are going to analyze a simple sentence according to its formal labeling, we'll analyze it according to noun, verb, and prepositions like parts of speech. Now, analyzing the same sentence according to the functional labels. So what is Aslam? Aslam is the subject. Met is the verb. Meet, met. So met is the second form. Sohail, who he met? Sohail. So Sohail is called object. The person who receives the action is called object. And the person who initiates the action or who is the doer of the action, that's called subject. In the office, where he met? In the office. So we can call it here adverb because it is adding to the meaning of the verb met in the office. So meeting took place in the office. Shahid is a doctor. So Shahid is a noun, it is a verb, a doctor is a noun phrase. According to the functional label, Shahid is the subject, is the verb, or we can call it main verb, this is the only verb over here. A doctor is a complement. So complement is basically a noun which adds to the meaning of the subject of the sentence. Now let us revise that what are the main functional elements of sentence structure. There are five main structures of five main elements of a sentence structure. The number one is subject, verb, complement, object, and adverbial. We can remember it according to the initial letters of each word. SVCOA. SVCOA. So these are five elements: subject, verb, complement, object, and adverbial. Now, let us again revise elements of sentence. The shortest possible structure of a sentence is subject and verb. The army advanced. So what is the army? It is a noun phrase, advanced is the verb. And according to the functional labeling, the army is the subject and advanced is the verb. Now, the look the shirt looks nice. The shirt is the subject, looks is the verb, nice is the quality. According to the formal label, we will call it adjective, but according to the Functional label we call it complement because it is adding to the meaning of the shirt, which is a noun. Heather hits the ball. So Heather is the subject, hits is the verb, the ball is the object. Kareem bought a briefcase yesterday. So Kareem is the subject, bought is the verb, a briefcase is the object, yesterday adverb or adverbial. There are different kinds of adverbs: adverb of time, place, section, manner, and many more. So here yesterday is the adverb of time. The board nominated Murtaza the captain on Tuesday. The board is the subject, nominated is the verb, Murtaza is the object, the captain is the complement, on Tuesday is the adverb here. So in today's class we have seen that what is a sentence, what are the parts of sentence, how to analyze a sentence by giving it formal and functional labeling, what are the elements of a sentence structure. That the structure of a very simple sentence is subject and verb, whereas it can go up to maximum 5 elements, SVOCA, and we have seen minimum and maximum elements of sentence along with the examples. So thank you very much. Please see this video again, and if you have any question in the comments, you can ask your questions, and I also share my number on the thumbnail of the video as well. You can also WhatsApp me if you have any queries. Thank you very much.